What's causing that?
Pressure.
Pressure from what?
Gas.
Whoa!
What Paul does, he gets kids engaged in the concept. They develop the concept. They understand the concept. They understand the why, and they're able to transfer that to basic knowledge.
Josh, I'd like you to take this balloon, and I'd like you to hold it up and see what happens when it heats up. What's happening to that old balloon? What are those molecules doing right now?
They're expanding.
Expanding, exactly.
I think what's happening in his classroom is more than just an understanding of science or one topic. They're understanding how to learn and how they can transfer what they're doing in this class to every other class that they have and become active learners and become lifelong learners.
That's the vortex.
It looks like the moon.
It's like the moon, okay? We're out here to understand the importance of how scientists do their jobs. You young people are scientists. You're investigators. You're out here trying to figure out what this planet is that we've just landed on. And you have to classify this planet. And you're going to spend some of your time going out and collecting little chunks of leaves. You're going to try to find some insects, anything that's living. And then you're going to go out, and we've scattered a few rocks out there like you're on a planet, and you want to go collect these rocks and see if there's some type of geologic history that we can look at on this planet.
Oh yeah, we should put that in the plant thing. Oh, you already got one? I found something! Woohoo! Yeah! It's kind of shiny.
Yeah, it's got a lot of quartzite in it. You know what we got to do with that?
What?
Keep it, and we'll go in there and cut it apart tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, which one's yours?
Well, both of them. This one's like rocks and this one's...
Okay, good. Whoa, what is that? How would we classify that?
There's something left over.
If we looked at that on a foreign planet, we'd think, whoa, there must be a building or something somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I've been around scientists, and I get a chance to see how they formulate their ideas and create these educated guesses about how things happen. And I watch how they write their information in their journals and how intense they get into their research. You take an astronomer that's out there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning studying these little volcanoes on Io, and will stay up all night long doing these things and then spend the rest of the day and maybe part of the next day reducing the data from this because they're so engaged in what's going on. That's the kind of environment that I want my young people to have. That's the kind of thinking I want them to possess.
Mr. Crips, the water was cold, but it was warmer than the ground.
I evaluate my students by the questions that they ask and not by the answers that they give, because the answering part of it just shows that they're doing the rote memorization. But when you connect them, when they're involved in what's going on, when they're questioning things all the time, it's going to stay with them.
We must have a building somewhere around here. There must be a civilization on this planet, huh?
Mr. Crips probably wants us to learn how to be curious and observant and to notice what's around us and to take notes about it.
This car, Mr. Crips made it so it could go on Mars, and we learned how to drive it if we were on Mars. This Mars yard makes us learn a lot more. It lets us experience it, I think, more, instead of reading it in a textbook.
I like his idea of science. It's not about reading books and doing worksheets and stuff. He takes us out and we do real science, and we get to look for stuff and we get to have fun and we learn at the same time. Yeah, we're having fun and learning at the same time.
This way, it's gonna probably stay with you more because you're learning it in a fun, unique way.
We're going to cut our rocks apart. We're going to lay all this stuff out on a table, and you're going to draw up a paragraph or so of what you think is on this planet.
It's up to us to provide an environment for them to take off. These great scientists out there, how did they get the enthusiasm to go out and explore like they did? It's because of constant experimentation, constantly wondering what's out there in nature. And that's what education's all about, and that's what it's got to be. We have to get away from the idea that we are the center of what's going on in the classroom. The students are the center.